not slack. Oh my gosh. Dude, are you kidding me? I got one. Dude, it's a small one. It's a little largemouth, I think. No, it's a tiny pike. No way. First fish! Let's go! That's why we came up here. This fish right here. First fish after maybe 10 minutes. This is the target species. By no means a big fish. This is a pretty little tiny guy, but he ate that spoon. This is what I'm throwing, starting off the day with. A big gold metal spoon tipped with a bright orange curly tail. Target species down, but we're just looking for one, what, maybe 10 times the size as this guy right here. Send him home. Let's go. As you can see, it is raining pretty steadily. Gear I'm throwing, this is a bigger sized metal spoon, and I got a 130-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is actually one of my musky leaders, and that is connected to a 40-pound braid. Throwing this on a 7-foot heavy power rod and a 200 size high gear ratio reel. My dad is still on the spinnerbait, and right now we are kind of limited on what we can do with the rain as far as camera gear, so right now we are just running the chest cam. But here in a couple hours the rain should start to calm down a little bit, so just keep casting, see what else is out here. You hooked up?
The big one.
Oh, that's hooked up? First good fish of the trip, guys. This one actually has some size to it. See how big. Yes, that's a nice fish. We'll take it. That's what we're after. Closer to the size. Not a bad one. There we go. That's what we're after right there. First good pike of the trip. I'm gonna guess that's probably low 30s. Not a monster. Not quite, but that is a... Oh my gosh, I did not even see that lamprey.
Here, knock them off, knock it off.
These guys are disgusting. They're like leeches with teeth.
Pull them off.
Nasty. If you guys are not familiar with what this is, I believe it is a parasite, right? And if you look at that mouth, you'll see tiny rows of teeth. It's kind of hard to see, but they are disgusting. And they latch onto these fish. But yeah, get that guy off of that little fish right there, help him out. Not little. Let's go. Day number one, just like the last time we were here, the first day was the worst as far as weather goes. Quite rainy. It's not really cold. It's just, obviously, it's pouring pretty good at the moment. Oh, there's one. It feels like a nice one.
Looks like a decent one.
No, we came off. Wow, first fish I've had to commit on this spinnerbait right here. I'm throwing an oversized chartreuse. This is actually a musky spinnerbait. That sucks. We've missed a few so far, but we got one good one in the boat. I'd say we have a pretty good chance of getting a mid-upper 30, even close to 40. Because a 40-inch pike, that is our goal for the trip. We've caught lots in the mid-upper 30s, but we still have yet to break 40. We've gotten really close, within less than 2 inches, but hopefully this is the time we can do it. We know they're in here. People catch some big pike out here. It's just a matter of finding them and getting them to commit your lure.
The one you had on was 30 also.
There's one. That one hit it really hard. It's not as big though. What were you saying?
That one you think off was probably 30.
Probably.
It's bigger than that one.
Yeah, this one's not as big. Not a bad fish. Mid-20s. It's a fat one. So far, the fish we've caught have been pretty healthy looking. Very thick. See, buddy. That one hit it really hard. And every time I lure, anytime you guys get your line a little frayed, nicked by teeth or structure, or if your line gets tangled up real bad and kinked or anything, just not a bad idea to go ahead and retie. It's better be safe than sorry, because if you hook into a giant and you break off, you're gonna be wishing you did otherwise. So that's what I'm doing. My line got a little messed up there, but it's better to take the extra minute to go ahead and retie and be safe. As far as knots, if you guys are ever curious, I never really mention it much, but I just use polymer knot for pretty much anything. Pick up. Finally, it's been like half an hour. We went through a little loop of just nothing. Missed a couple. Hey, it's a decent bass. So far we've got a few pike, one largemouth, and this is the second largemouth. Definitely a better size one. But like I said, we kind of went through a lull where we didn't really have much. We went out in the open, but it is too windy. Rain out there mixed with the wind is just a little too much for our liking. So we went back in this little cut, which is pretty calm and
Not a bad one.
yeah, it's not a bad fish. Nice little fat largemouth. Go back to what I caught my first pike with, the good old musky spinnerbait. Oh, there's one. Let's go. That didn't take long. First pike of the, what do you want to call it, second half of the day. Pike jump. Not a bad one either.
We got dried out.
Yeah, guys, we took a little break for a couple hours. Went to the laundromat to dry off because we were absolutely soaked. Not a bad fish, fat one. Dude, all the fish are so healthy.
Pushing 30.
Look, pushing 30 inches, not bad, but it's a nice way to start off the second half of the day. See you, buddy. Oh, dude, I got a fish already. No. Wait. What? Yeah, I still got him. Oh my gosh. First cast with this lure. I'll show you guys here in a second. Got my musky gear out. So this right here is a jake bait. Kind of shallow. It only goes down a few feet. And I've caught a lot of musky on it, but of course, pike will like it as well. So even though I just caught a fish on my first cast with that jake bait, I made a pretty fast change again. I just want to throw something a little bit brighter and a little bit faster. This is a super shad wrap. So let me give this one a try. But the main reason I went with this one just because I can work it faster, therefore a couple more water. Is that a fish? Oh yeah, that it is. There we go. I got one on the super shad wrap. There we go. It is pretty small. Let's go. Super shad wrap. There we go. That one's a little bit bigger. Still not big at all though. There we go. See ya. That's enough over here in this cove. But now we are going to go out to some bigger water. Caught a couple. Man, I cannot believe the difference between this morning and now. We were just absolutely drenched. The bilge kicked on its own, kicking out all the water we were bringing in. It was crazy. It wasn't bad at first. I didn't mind it until it started to get really windy and cold. But now we are out here with much calmer conditions, just overcast. And it's just a lot nicer to be out. Oh, get the net. That's a big one. No!
How big was it? 540?
Oh my God.
Is that sickening? Did you take your lure too?
Yeah. Broke my line.
I saw.
Yeah, look, I got fray marks. He swallowed the whole entire spinner
I
bait.
saw a big side.
I think that was our 40 incher. I normally don't need to put a leader on when using spinner baits, especially that big, but if you guys got a good look at that fish, I mean, I saw pretty much the whole thing. That thing was 40 inches all day. That's heartbreaking. That was the fish we came here for. What are the odds of that giant pike just swallowing this whole entire musky spinnerbait? This is an oversized spinnerbait. We catch a lot of these on bass spinnerbaits, but I decided to throw something bigger. But I did not expect a pike to freaking swallow this whole entire thing. I mean, if you look at the spinnerbait, it's not tiny. It's big as my hand. Wow, unbelievable. Oh, I got one. What the heck? Yeah, not a bad fish. My biggest so far. Throw him in the net, please. It actually is a nice one. Not a giant, but my biggest pike so far, probably low 30s. Not a monster, but still definitely a pretty solid fish. Got him on that spinnerbait yet again. This guy crushed it as soon as it hit the water. Another beautiful fish. Still cannot get over that fish I just lost. Much bigger than this guy right here, but this one right here is still a quality fish I will still take. There he goes. He's off. I don't know, all the fish I've caught so far have been on the stinger. That's why it's nice having a second hook when you're throwing spinnerbait. These fish like to be sloppy and swipe at your lure and miss it. So having that extra hook on the back definitely helps. And like I said, as far as I can think, pretty much all the fish I've caught so far with the spinnerbait have been on that second hook. So it's always a good idea to have one on when you're targeting these fish. There's a fish. I thought I felt a tick. Came back for it. Doesn't feel as big though. Nah. Pike jump. Got a pike jump. It's a little one. Another one on the spinnerbait though. Go ahead and let him off the hook. Anytime you're ready. There he goes. See you, bud. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's a big one. That's a nice one. That thing jumped out of the water like crazy. There he is. That thing went crazy. Not a monster, but it's a good one. Come on, buddy. What are you doing?
Under here.
Let's go. Biggest so far. The way that fish exploded out of the water. You see how his whole body come up? That was pretty cool. This pike right here inhaled that spinnerbait. Look at it. He's not giant, but just super healthy fish. Awesome. There we go. Biggest fish of the trip so far. I'm gonna guess this one's probably still in the low, maybe close to mid 30s, but biggest fish so far. And when that fish hit it, I don't know if you guys saw on camera, I hope so, this thing went ballistic. Jumped completely out of the water. I do want to get a measurement here in a second out of curiosity, but let's go. Awesome. Another nice fish. Just measured him, low 30s, nothing crazy, but very healthy, very wide fish. Just gonna hold him upright, let him swim off on his own, just like that. That's how you do it. So right now it's going on 5 o'clock. We do got couple hours left to fish. I'd say it's been a pretty successful first day out here, but same as always, we're just fishing all these flats and weeds are everywhere. So just shallow, weedy flats, always produce some pike. There's one. Whoa. That one ate it. Really cool. I washed them. Not a bad one. This one's fighting really hard. Wow. That was awesome. Hear that line scream? It's another fat one. They're so healthy. It's crazy. They're eating good. Yet another nice fish. Not a giant, but look at the backs on these guys. They're so thick. They're eating good in here. All you need for these guys is a spinnerbait. Anything flashy, a spin. Oh, these are definitely my favorite fish to catch. So aggressive. Really just about anything fast moving or flashy will get them to bite. Also, when you're fishing these shallow flats, lots of times, just like that one and the other ones, you will see them, you will watch them eat your lure, and they're just so cool. But also at times you're gonna see them swipe at it and miss it. Yeah, we found a little stretch right here where it's about 3 feet. Lots of it is only like a foot or two, but over here about 3 feet with weeds, of course. We're getting a lot of action over here.
Whoa.
Got one. Picked up.
Might be a largemouth.
Is it? I think it is a largemouth. Yeah,
Tell
it
by
is.
his head shakes.
Haven't seen one of those in a minute.
It's a fat bastard too. Mad bass.
Oh, that's a
Spinner
fat one.
Look how small his mouth is, dude.
Yeah. New spot, fishing around an island. I'm gonna stick with this probably for the most part throughout the rest of the day. Hopefully we can get some more. We still got an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of daylight. Picked up. Hopefully it's a nice one, a big one.
Thought it was.
False alarm, thought it was a big one. Oh, I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, be in the weeds.
I mean, most of the fish we've caught today have been decent sized, all very healthy. This guy, wow. Look at the gut. These fish are eating so good. Love to see it. Yeah, he was ready. Oh, I got one. I didn't even realize. I think it's a small one. Huh. It felt like weeds. It's only like 2 feet deep right here. It's pretty shallow. It's really shallow. So, I mean, pretty much like what we've been fishing all day. Quick release. Let's go. It's only 6:30. Maybe an hour tops of daylight left, but from our experience, the pike always seem to shut off about an hour or so before sunset. They at least start to slow down, so we are about to call it, go get some rest and wake up bright and early for the morning. Did most of the damage on this bait right here. This is a musky sized spinner bait. I got it at my local shop at Shields, and these pike love it. And of course, I don't understand how that big one came up and swallowed this whole entire thing. Cut my line. I'm not gonna forget about that. But anyways, we still got some good fish. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the channel. We got more to come. We're gonna be here for a little bit throughout the week, almost a week. So we got time to do a lot more fishing. So just stick around, stay tuned to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.